We're ready now to look at the volume of 3D shapes, and first of all to recap on what you did in first and second year on the volume of a cube and cuboid. First of all, what is volume? Well, it is the space occupied by a 3D shape. So we're not looking at surfaces anymore, it's the actual space that's taken up. And if you remember from your work from last year, the formula used to calculate the volume of a cuboid is, here's our cuboid, that dimension is known as its length, that one's its breadth, this one's its height. So the volume is length times breadth times height and can be written as V equals L times B times H. So if we were given this particular cuboid here, we have a length of 10, breadth of 2 and height of 5. So 10 by 2 by 5. Don't forget this is now volume, so centimetres times centimetres times centimetres, cubic centimetres. Cube, just a special cuboid, has the same formula, but the only difference is that all the sides are the same, so you're still using length times breadth times height. But we've got the same number for each of our dimensions, so it's 12 times 12 times 12, 1728 cubic centimetres. The other thing that you have to be able to do with volume is to know what units are used and how to change between them. So your units of measurement for volume are the ones that you've been used to using: litres, millilitres, cubic centimetres, cubic metres, cubic kilometres for very, very large volumes. But these are the main things to remember. 1 cubic centimetre equals 1 millilitre. There's 1,000 millilitres in a litre, and therefore 1,000 cubic centimetres is the same as 1 litre. And you're going to have to use that in some of your examples. So if we have this question here, the first thing to notice if we're wanting to work out the volume is that we've got different units here. So we must first of all change these all into centimetres. This one is in centimetres, 100 centimetres is 1 metre, 10 millimetres in a centimetre. So then when we substitute it in, we use 100 instead of the 1 metre, we use our 90 as it's given there, and we use our 200. So we get 1,800,000 cubic centimetres, which we then have to divide by 1,000, because there's 1,000 cubic centimetres in a litre, and we answer in what was asked for here, answer in litres. The final example is an example here where we've got everything in centimetres. We've got it as a cuboid, and we're told about a capacity of liquid that's poured out. So first of all, we need to calculate the volume. We then need to turn this volume into litres. And then 0.75 has been poured out, so we have to subtract that, and we're given our final answer there as 0.6 litres. The next video will be dealing with more three-dimensional shapes and volume.